How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the Cosmic Ray channel. I am your host, Cosmic Ray. So, I'm going to hopefully try to do some Cosmic Ray experience slash some kind of lead magic divinations here. Um, Not necessarily trying to communicate with something or someone or something that's past, but I wanted to talk a little bit about love, and not necessarily using the love chakra, coming from the heart, but yes, that's always where it comes from, right? From just from within, from truly from the depths, inside. And I don't necessarily mean that as in like, oh, it's all about love. It's more like, do you even know what love is? Like, do you truly know what love is? Unconditional love. What does that mean to you? Like, is it just saying something? I mean, I always felt that, and this of course comes from the fact that it's going to be Valentines. So whatever I'm sharing this to you, you just take it just for whatever it is. You don't have to fully like embrace everything I'm telling you. Um, I just feel like right now this is something I wanted to share. And for those of you who need to hear it, sorry, I'm pausing because I'm feeling other energies. Right now, currently it is, I don't even know what time it is, but it's a Sunday or Saturday, probably Sunday morning, but Saturday night, right before the full moon. And I think it's like the day before the official full moon. I want to talk a little about Valentine's, and not necessarily like the history of it or anything like that. You guys know how to Google. It was just more about love, and I always felt that love is easy, as in to say that you love someone is easy. Now, don't get me wrong. For those of you who have a hard time saying I love you, when you're the type of person that shows that you love someone, for those of you, and I'm saying this on for a reason, okay? Because sometimes when you say something, but you already truly meant another thing too as well, and someone's like, well, wait a minute, you didn't say this, so therefore you don't believe in this other thing. So I'm just trying to just bring this about first. So it's like, if you're the type of person that doesn't usually say it, and then you do say it to someone, of course that has a tremendous amount of meaning, and this depends on the individual, unique to that individual and who says it. You know who it is. If it's someone that you truly care about and they care about you, you can tell when they're like lying, or you can tell when that intention is there. So if you're someone who has never said they love someone, and then when they say it, yes, that means it's very profound, very loving, very caring. Okay, so, and there's no but. Okay, so there's that. um, I felt, as a youth, that in growing up, of course, I had, been through trials and tribulations, right? And I felt that love, to say I love you, was such an easy thing. It's just three words: I love you. You can say, I love you. 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 It's an easy thing to say, if you're able to speak. It is a very easy thing to say. Showing someone you love someone, I always felt like kind of sets you apart from others. Now, if you have different unique ways of saying I love you, that's okay too. Like I said, I'm not saying that the words I love you hold zero weight or zero meaning. This is all unique to the individual itself. And not necessarily saying this video is only about showing someone that you care, but it's just like where that's coming from and how that's coming from. I feel that, at one point in my life, I felt that, not like a player mentality or anything like that, but I always felt like our souls, or our love, is kind of to spread out. I'm not saying it be sexual or have to like go like rabbits or something to random people or whatever. It's just more of like, not necessarily being, no, I wouldn't say tied down, because I do feel like a strong bond when it comes to like a one-on-one thing. I always felt like, whoever I would end up being with, for like quote unquote forever on this realm of when I until I die, would always have like what I call a crane tattoo. I always feel like cranes, mate for life kind of thing. I think with certain other birds like eagles and other animals, but like for me, it was like cranes, like mate for life kind of thing. I always felt like, if I ever to get a tattoo of a crane, whoever I would be able to have a tattoo of a crane or something kind of similar, or however, or like some type of matching type of thing. And not necessarily saying, because of course, that's always like the downfall, right? When you have tattoos, as soon as you get the person's name or something, right, you guys split up. I know that's not always true either. But it was just one of those things where, when you truly appreciate someone, and to beyond a level upon a higher level, and you feel it in your bones, inside that they love you, and there's different moments of their life where they'd be so mad, just so frustrated, but they're like, you know what? I don't even care about what's going on everywhere else. I don't care if I look like I'm not a strong person to other people, but to you, like, you know, like I will open up my heart, and because however you make me feel is this. And you truly, not necessarily like I have to have you to help inspire me, because you should be able to inspire yourself, right? You are your own, like, I guess I'm gonna say knight in shining armor, regardless of, male, female, or non-gender or anything like that. You are your own, person, your own hero, to save you from whatever it is. You don't necessarily need someone. But I know sometimes you have this love, and it's hard to explain. It's like you feel like, oh, without them, you never would have been this, kind of thing. And these kind of just bring out this other type of love, energy, to you. And don't get me wrong, it's an amazing feeling, because I've had that happen too. So you're like, oh, oh, they're love, they make me feel this way about life, or this way, and that's good, that's a beautiful thing, and there's no but on that. And if there's like other things too in mind, where they do things to show you, or they say things to you because they try different ways of saying it. Maybe they do poems, maybe they say it in a different way, or maybe in a different manner. But when it comes to love, from the depths. You may have had past relationships where you're like, okay, I felt that's what love is. And then you realize, no, that's not love. It's because you find someone that's quote unquote has a different, more profound love to give to you than to others. And that's always felt like everyone is supposed to just give this kind of love, not necessarily sexual love, but, just love, to others. And when I say my candle love, something even like that, just kind of just give some type of love to someone. Show like that beautiful meaning of either like a friendship, but just coming from the heart, that kind of love. And, of course, for those of you, if it's like a sexual kind of love, it's, that's totally up to you, but know if that's, if that's like sexual desire, or if that's an actual like love, and that's okay too, and that's just up to you to know, as long as you know the difference, if it's something where it's, you're giving love like in a sexual type of thing, as long as that's just for that, is it just for that moment, embracing the moment to enjoy that particular moment of life, or like, I don't even need to know your backstory. I don't, we're having this moment, this beautiful moment, and here we are, let's, right? Or if it's one of those, things where, no, I want to just give my love only to you too. It's amazing as well, So I do respect that. So this isn't like a non-monogamy video, or only monogamous video, or however you want to word that. But this is just more of like, just to know where it comes from. It comes from the depths from within. You would sometimes, when you feel strong for someone, you could even almost cry. It's just so much, 'cause it's so beautiful. You don't even think of it as like, yeah, I love them because they look like this, or I love them because they know how to blank well, or I love them because of this. It's it's like a physical desire. Don't get me wrong. I know sometimes that is also beautiful, and that can be, and I can't paint you the picture of like, oh, my own perception of love, because therefore it may not match yours or anything like that. This is just for those of you who need to see this, that it's not always about physical, and it can be. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes if it comes to that sexuality kind of thing, where you want someone to kind of like ignite other things inside you, to have an experience of life, and that's okay too. I'm not saying this is not anti that, it's just when it comes to love, you know what I'm talking about, like the ones that's from within, the ones that you looked at someone, and you're saying, I love you with all my heart and soul, like no matter what happens in this life. Sometimes you may have that moment where like, if something were to happen, I would just cry. I wouldn't know what to do, because I have whatever preconceived thoughts, what would happen. And sometimes like, I feel like if I didn't have like other people in my life, what would I do? You start to like feel it inside you, and you start like kind of like almost kind of like you're not losing yourself, but sometimes you kind of go down this hole like, man, if they weren't in my life, I would, I would definitely be devastated. I have love for like family members, and if they were to not be here, it would definitely be like a tough situation. Of course, you would always try to dig deep, to kind of dig yourself out of whatever that feeling if they were gone. But it's just one of those feelings of you know what love is. And not to be cheesy, but when people say, you don't know what love is until like it's gone, kind of thing, or until you lost that love, Um, I always get that song. I'm all out of love. Anyways, it's just something I just wanted to kind of bring out, to everyone. With much love from me, to you, and I do mean that. I do mean that. I truly love to be able to have this platform and to know that I can be able to express myself from my heart to you, regardless of like letting out feelings of things, of either just letting loose, to crying out or to letting go of things. And maybe I feel that I need to do that because, we're guided to do that actually. It's just more of, that it's okay even for like a guy or a man, to just cry, whether it's being on YouTube, or not, or if you're letting other people see that it's okay to do that, because in this realm of existence we are human, in a sense. So it's just one of those things where, to be able to help others let go of that, know that it's okay to be open up. It's okay, obviously for those of you who are closed, obviously you're closed for a reason. It's something you have to work on, and that's only up to you whether or not you want to open yourself up. Not like you have to, because everyone tells you to, but that's up to you when you're ready to open up, to others, to allow them to come in, in a sense. So that's also important, as well, because some of us may have been blanked over many times, and it's hard for us to even open up because we feel this other person is going to do it. But that's also part of this whole spirituality and what I call cosmic ray experience, is to be able to understand that life, to know that when you're ready, you deal with those like that shadow type of thing, or the negative thoughts, or the things that you had to deal with in the past, to open up and to kind of forgive that, or forgive yourself for those situations, to kind of like slowly realize, okay, it's okay now, it's okay. And for those of you who are stuck, there are some people who always feel like, oh, I need love, I need this, I need that, I need someone in my life. you know that's up to you. I feel that a lot of my relationships I've ever had, the good ones at least, I try to appreciate those too, even though they all quote unquote sucked. To be able to appreciate something out of those, and to know that I've had the best advice, from one of my female friends. She always told me, stop looking for love. When you're ready, like it just happens. And I realized most relationships I've had, it was weird. It was one of those things, like when I like ended it with someone, something always happened like really soon. And I know that was my own karmic kind of thing of like falling into another relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship. And I wouldn't do it on purpose, but maybe subconsciously I did. Like I don't know, like I never really tried to. I wasn't like trying to go to a bar and try to bang someone, or try to go to this and bang someone, or try to find this, and and then all of a sudden I'm with this person. It was never like that. It was just all of a sudden just, and I never want to. And this is not a gloating thing. It's just happened, and that's my own karmic thing. Trust me, this is like more of a negative thing for me, where I had to deal with that myself. I had to deal with my own things, where I realized, you know what, I never tried to like be by myself, for a while. So I have to learn more about myself, know thyself, before I can start going into other relationships. And that's like one of those things where like the universe keeps testing me, like, oh, you keep going to another one, keep going to another one, keep going to another one. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So it's one of those things where, you know, I realize sometimes maybe you need to work on yourself. Maybe that could be a reason too, if you're not quote unquote finding someone. Maybe there's something that the universe is trying to tell you, right now, just hold off. Do you. And maybe that's what it is. And some of us may have like ended relationships or marriages or other things, in life. And maybe because for a reason. Maybe it's for you to move on and try to work on other things in our aspects of your life before you can find another one, or another soulmate, twin flame, or however you want to word it these days. Um, and I realize that that will come to you. When everything is aligned, and try not to force things, just allow it to happen. And who knows, you may find that love of your life, you may find someone else, or maybe you find that you thought this was your soulmate. But now, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people are your soulmates. Just let you know, sometimes like, it's not necessarily sexual. It could be like your best friend who maybe be the same sex. And and I'm only saying that for, obviously, for those of us that or try to find the opposite sex, as their partner. And obviously, if people are same sex, of course, then that makes sense. But if you're someone that believes in, having like the same sex, and you say your soulmate can actually be someone that's not of your same sex, kind of, or like, I'm sorry, I think I worded that wrong. But say, if I was gay, and my soulmate could be a female kind of thing, or if I was, a girl, and that, my sexual partner was a female, my soulmate could be a boy. You never know, or however you want to kind of interchange that. Soulmates can become many soulmates. Doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. Even twin flames, your twin flame, like your opposite, or your it's like you're trying to find your whole, complete whole, right? Like you're one half of like a moon or something, trying to find the other half. Sometimes that may not be as, you try to feel like you're trying to find this universe for your soulmate. And from someone who's searched many existences of this life, yes, this is me opening up to you guys, even though it's weird to some. When you've been through different lifetimes searching, right? Because you already know about your twin flame. You already met them once, and you want to come back to the reality to keep finding them, because you know that that's just who you're waiting for. You may know that like sometimes you have like what they call a catalyst twin flame, someone that's there. You may feel like it's your twin flame, but it's there to help propel you, to something else. They're like the catalyst to finding your twin flame or your soulmate or whatever you want to call it, whatever people or whatever these kids are calling it these days in spirituality. Um, but that's just also those things that'll come in due time. And to let you know from someone that has or had, it's not always cracked up to be. You may realize that you guys could be type A personalities, or people who keep butting heads. That there may be your quote unquote opposites. That you have a lot in common. I'm not saying you don't. You have a lot in common, but they're like your opposites. Some say opposites attract. That happens a lot. I believe that very much. And then when you find out your twin flame, and that may not work out, at least at least in this particular lifetime. And who knows? Doesn't mean you can't be good friends. It does not necessarily mean you can't. But you may not know it would be cracked up, as you thought it would be. You thought it's supposed to be like you're complete, everything's better. You think like your world is, poof, skyrocketed, and everything is perfect from here. And then all of a sudden, womp womp, and you do whatever you can, try to make things work. You may not let things work, however, that may be. So that's something that's up to you. When you find love, when you're ready for love, and that it's within. From the depths of your soul that this person's the right one, and that no matter what, if this person was gone, this definitely would make me feel a little crushed, more so. And obviously, when you have other things, to talk about with them, and it can be the littlest things, the biggest things, the stuff that's, small, appreciate the little things of life with them. And sometimes you may not know. You may not appreciate that, right? So, just wanted to kind of let that go. Whatever that's supposed to mean for anyone that's listening to this. And so when I do say, I love you all, Cosmic Surfers, I truly mean that from the depths, from within. I feel that to have this platform, I'm truly blessed to even be able to do this. And it doesn't mean I need to have like 50 billion subscribers or anything like that. Like I don't. All I need is the love that I'm trying to give, that so it resonates to someone, and to be able to understand that there's other people out there that want to share this life with you, and share this collective energy with you, to know that when you were someone going through a spiritual awakening and having this stuff happen, that you're not alone, that there are people out there that are just like you going through this, that people feel too that you could be going crazy, and you're not. And from someone that's going through it, to someone else that's going through it in this collective, you are truly blessed. Just know that you're going through this for a reason. Okay. Obviously everyone's reasons, differently. It's just we all kind of share this uniqueness about the situation. So I'm so happy, grateful, thankful, and blessed, with this universe, that you are here and I am here, and we are sharing this, realm of existence together. So let's just make this love. Let's make this a great place to be, great place to live. And it doesn't mean you need to have to move mountains, you know. It doesn't mean we just shake the ground, you know, that we are on. You know, we can be that person that lights the lantern, you know, for other people. Because when you light a lantern for someone, that light will still shine bright for you as well. Okay? So thank you. And I love you. Hope you all have the greatest Valentine's Day. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be with someone. You could be by yourself. Just make sure you give love to yourself. You know, you treat yourself if you can. Do something maybe different, you know, or something maybe you love to do, you know, and you could be with a family member or not, or a friend, or just be, like I said, be by yourself. Just do something different for you to show appreciation for you. Okay? So know thyself, love thyself, and give yourself some respect. You've been on this earth for how many years you've been on this earth, and you know what? You're still here. You keep doing you. You're being strong. You're being you. So thank you for being you. I love you from the depths of my soul. Thank you for being you. Good night, Cosmic Surfers. Hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day and weekend. And I'm going to be with my kids who I love. So thank you all. Take care.